this is already shaping up to be a great movie that captures the legacy of the original Halloween. A smart sequel that bridges the gap from the original movie, and it's really getting rid of the silliness from the last 9 movies of the original run, ignoring the Rob Zombie remakes, which I personally enjoyed. The latest trailer gets rid of the jump scare tone from the previous preview, and it's in favor of a more tension-filled drama thriller that is blessed with a wondrous score by John Carpenter. The way that piano hits is fantastic. I can't really see anything wrong from what we've seen so far, and Jamie Lee Curtis is absolutely incredible and compelling in this sort of like Sarah Connor archetype that I think makes one hell of a reunion that nobody could have ever guessed. Halloween, here we come.
From 1978 all the way to 2018, there are 11 Halloween movies. Michael Myers has been killing people for years. So we have the new 2018 version of Michael Myers in Halloween. His mask looks like the Phantom of the Opera mask, if you ask me, but that's just me. But everyone knows the Halloween story. Michael Myers comes out on Halloween and kills people, I'm guessing. I'm not real big into horror movies, but the Michael Myers story is always an interesting one to check out during the Halloween times. So go see it in theaters. Yeah, baby.
Director Yorgos Lanthimos is no stranger to weird and subversive material, especially if you've seen his work in Dogtooth, The Lobster, and The Killing of Sacred Deer. Yet everything about his latest film feels a tad familiar and far too normal to fit his own body of work. Yet the real stars are the trifecta of actresses who create this power dynamic in a stuffy movie about the 18th century politics that actually looks exciting, especially with punchy dialogue from the performances, and they create this sort of power dynamic. We all know who we'll be rooting for, though. I'll be rooting for, and that's Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, amazing actress. I'm excited to see what's gonna come of this picture. It's different. Takes place in the early 1800s. I really don't know what the difference is between the early and the late 1800s. Everybody wore wigs, but this movie is about a frail queen, obviously frail in the term of being sick, and her friend is right by her side. And then I guess Emma Stone comes in, and the queen takes Emma under her wing, and her friend, the queen's friend, gets upset with Emma. The queen realizes that her friend is jealous, but I'm guessing this movie is going to be about a battle for the throne if the queen dies, and who the queen is going to pick. So it looks pretty interesting. Should get some old English insults going on in there, so I can't wait to see what comes of it.
Okay, Disney, you're doing a pretty good job showing off what seems to be an interesting take on the Nutcracker and the Mouse King by E.T.A. Hoffman. And I think the lore and big ambitions of what looks like to be the Christmas Lord of the Rings franchise that shows promise, where 2010's Alice in Wonderland faltered. The CGI seems a bit more perfected, while also having somewhat likable female lead that isn't Mia Wasikowska. The story may seem as predictable as they come, especially the chosen one, the journey, and a sense of adventure. But the sense of adventure really does feel palpable, especially with a star-studded cast with the likes of Morgan Freeman, Keira Knightley, and Helen Mirren. Even if Disney tends to be a hit or miss with their recent live-action films, Beauty and the Beast. Many of their beloved franchises in this model also seems to be harder to support. Pirates of the Caribbean. But maybe the Nutcracker will feel like a spectacular special Christmas movie that isn't about holidays and consumerism, but more about kicking some mouse ass and toy soldier battles, which are just as fun.
The Nutcracker, I'm almost sure this started as a stage play, and then out of nowhere America got its hands on it, and then it became a movie probably several times, then a book. So we apologize to France for taking your stage play and doing everything but what it should have been done with it. Hate to kick you in the nuts there, but that's what we call a Nutcracker. This movie has Morgan Freeman in it. Morgan Freeman has more moles than he does Oscars, but he has the same amount of moles that he does nominees for Oscars. So I think he's in a good running. Man with the most moles, man with the most nominees of Oscars. Uh, it comes out in the wintertime. I'm almost sure this is Disney's version of the Nutcracker, so don't go into the movie expecting the exact same thing as like the stage play or the book that you read as a kid, because it's not gonna be anything like that. But it's probably gonna be a weird Disney type of thing. So go check it out when it comes out.